Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're getting into the thick of it. The legal and ethical maze that emergency medical responders, EMRs, have to navigate.
It's a high-pressure world, and the rules aren't just guidelines, they're hard lines.
Yeah, and our mission here is to really pull apart what defines their responsibilities and, just as importantly, their limits, using these legal bits we've got.
Right.
So foundationally, it seems like EMRs always have these three big ethical rules hanging over them. Act in good faith.
Always.
Keep the patient's best interest front and center, and somehow, keep cool under pressure.
Yeah, and that ethical side immediately runs into the legal realities. It's fascinating.
How so?
Well, to really get a handle on their obligations, their potential liability, you absolutely have to understand three key concepts: duty, standard of care, and scope of care.
Okay, let's unpack that.
Yeah.
Duty. The duty to act. That sounds pretty fundamental.
It is. It's the legal kickstart. If you're an EMR employed on duty,
Yeah.
you have a legal requirement to provide care.
So you get the call, you have to go. You can't just decide not to.
Not legally, no, not if you're operating in that official capacity. That's the duty, showing up.
Okay, so duty gets you there. What about standard of care? That sounds more like quality control.
Exactly. It dictates how you have to act, what's the level of quality expected, and it's defined by your training, your experience.
So you're judged against who?
Against a reasonable, prudent person with similar training in a similar situation. Not a superhero EMR, just a competent, careful one.
That's a really important distinction. Reasonable, not heroic. Okay, so duty is you must act. Standard is act well. What's scope?
Scope of care is the box. It's the list of things you're actually allowed to do. What specific procedures, what skills.
And that's set by?
State laws, definitely.
Yeah.
Also national standards, like the EMR education standards, and very importantly, your local medical director's protocols or standing orders.
So it's super specific. You have this duty pushing you to act, but the scope is pulling the reins, saying only do this much.
Precisely. It's a tightrope.
Okay, so you're on the scene, walking this tightrope. What happens next? The patient, right?
Absolutely. The patient's wishes, their autonomy, becomes central. And that means consent.
Right. Two types, yeah. Express consent.
That's the clear yes. Verbal or even just a nod. Patient's alert, understands, agrees to treatment.
And the other one, implied consent, that's for when they can't say yes.
Exactly. If someone's unconscious, incapacitated, maybe severely injured and confused, the law assumes they'd want help. Life-saving care, anyway.
But what if they can say something and they say no, even if they seem really bad off?
That's patient refusal. And a competent adult has an absolute right to refuse any treatment, even life-saving treatment.
Wow. Okay, define competent in that scenario. Someone's in agony, maybe shocky.
Legally, it's about capacity. Do they understand what's wrong, what you're proposing to do, and what happens if they refuse? That's the test.
And so if they meet that bar, even if you think they're making a terrible mistake,
You have to respect it. You try to persuade, explain the risks clearly, make sure they really get it. But if they still refuse, you document everything meticulously. Follow your local refusal protocols to the absolute letter.
and sometimes people plan for this, right? Advanced directives?
Yes, things like living wills or a durable power of attorney for healthcare, DPOAHC. And critically, DNR orders. Do not resuscitate.
So if you see a valid DNR,
Your whole approach shifts. Your duty changes from aggressive intervention to comfort care, respecting that documented wish.
okay, shifting gears slightly. After the care or refusal, what about privacy?
Hugely important. Confidentiality. Everything you learn about the patient, their history, what you find, what you do is private.
You can't just chat about it later.
Definitely not. You only share it with the healthcare providers directly involved in continuing their care, period.
And there's a big federal law backing that up.
Oh yeah, IPAA, the
And-
Health Insurance Portability and Accountability Act. Massive law protecting patient health information, privacy, and security. Everyone in healthcare deals with IPA compliance.
Okay, one more legal shield, maybe for the rest of us. Good Samaritan laws.
Ah, yes. These are state laws mostly. They're designed to encourage people, sometimes including off-duty EMRs, sometimes just regular citizens, to help in an emergency
How do they encourage them?
by offering some legal protection. They limit your liability if you make an honest mistake or something gets missed, as long as you were acting in good faith, not recklessly, and not expecting payment.
So it protects people trying to do the right thing.
Generally, yes. It lowers the fear of getting sued for just trying to help someone.
Okay, so wrapping this up, we've got this framework. Duty makes you act.
Standard and scope define how and what you can do.
Consent and refusal put the patient in control.
And confidentiality and HIPAI protect their information afterwards.
It really is a complex legal balancing act. They perform every single shift.
No question.
So that brings up a final thought, especially thinking about that standard of care, only doing what you're trained for. What about those Good Samaritan laws? If someone jumps in, a bystander, and they try something maybe a little beyond their actual skill level, even with good intentions, does that Good Samaritan protection still fully cover them? Something to think about.